Tell us who your former boss was. And the reason that we're not saying his name is out of respect for your service to him.
Yes. Well, I did a lot of chauffeur and bodyguard work for a lot of people, a lot of very important people. And he wound up being one of the people that I drove and bodyguarded for.
Right, and someone you knew and got to know.
Very well, yes.
Okay.
I realized he wasn't your average, everyday, big businessman. There was more to it. And I could tell by the way people came and talked to him. Very deferential.
You told me that he went and met with the U.S. president.
Yes, he did.
Okay, you go to meet with the U.S. president, you get to be somebody. So where do you first hear that somehow the Spirit is involved with this man?
Again, powerful people tend to stay with each other and in social groups. And another very powerful person who was in government came, and he had his usual cadre of feds in their nice little cutout stamp suits and earplugs and talking into their sleeves. It was one of those security people who met me for drinks. He just started talking, and he started asking me just basic questions that I had the feeling he already knew the answers to about myself. And then eventually he said, "So have you ever heard of the Spear of Destiny?"
No, wait, now we have to stop here, right? So, hey, how you doing? By the way, you ever hear of the Spear of Destiny? He drops that.
Pretty much,
okay,
yeah.
so what do you say at that moment?
And I say, "Yeah, I know about it." So he said, "Well, what do you think about your boss and the Spear?" Why would I think anything?
So now you're thinking about your boss and the Spear of Destiny, and what does he say?
He says, "Well, what would you think if I told you that he was the one who stole it from Hitler?"
That your boss
Yeah.
stole the Spear of Destiny from Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
That's what he drops in the bar.
Yeah.
The best bar story of all time.
When he said it, I just put my drink down and looked at him because I thought he was crazy.
And what did he say that made you think he wasn't crazy?
He started to tell me a story.
I'd love to hear that story. You know that's what we're here to do. Let's tell the story.
Well, he says, my boss was part of a group. They call themselves, what I was told was the B'nai HaNephilim, the sons of the fallen, disciples of Lucifer. And just so that you understand, they believe that the God of the Bible is evil. And they believe that Lucifer is good.
This is your boss's secret cabal.
This is their
believes
secret.
That the God that we all know is the bad guy.
Is the bad guy. That spear is the one that they believe when the temple is rebuilt in the city of David, their man, the person that they had handpicked, was at some point going to walk into the Holy of Holies, take the blade and shed his own blood, and then proclaim himself to be the Messiah. And then these sons of the fallen, they plan on ruling the world. They believe it enough to not only be willing to kill for it, they believe it enough to die for it.
And right now, they're trying to move in Jerusalem to make that new temple rise.
Yes.
So that this next coming happens.
Yes.
And that they will have, therefore, control of this world.
Yes.
Now, the key thing to me is you don't believe that Lucifer's the good guy in the story.
No.
You're not trying to tell us that all this happened, but you're saying that whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter. But the idea is that these people still exist today.
They still exist today.
They're still out there now.
As far as I know.
But the Illuminati aren't just represented by pyramids, they're also represented by an eye. And what do eyes do? They see. Just like the Mediterranean Sea, or Syria, or like we mentioned earlier, the Red Sea. That's our second triangle, the triangle of eyes. And when you put the triangle of pyramids and the triangle of eyes together, what do you get? The two triangle star. And what country lies in the middle of the star? Israel. And guess what Israel's national flag looks like? Exactly, the two triangle star. And so in conclusion, after all my minutes of research and to finally put an end to all the ridiculous conspiracy theories and answer the question that's been asked so many times, is the Illuminati real? I present to you the answer. The Illuminati is real. It's time you learn the truth. Wake up, America.